Okay, everyone, we are back and ready for almost ready for the finals. It's going to be again Joe Olson versus Matt Scott. Joe is playing Qui-Gon Communing, and Matt is playing for Light Side. His dark side is Aegis Black Sun, while Matt Scott is playing Old Allies and CCT. Carbon chamber tester.
Carbon chamber testing.
Carbon chamber testing. Carbon chamber testing. Yeah, a name. So the players are about to sit down and get ready to play. So let's go ahead and turn the action on into the room and see what's going on. So as you can see, both players are getting ready. What's Matt Scott's gap name? It looks like Matt's going to play Dark Side first. And if Matt wins, he's going to be that would be his first championship, world champion. If Joe, he will join the exclusive club of Bash and Winklehouse, I believe, of being a two-time world champion back to back.
It's an interesting choice by Matt.
Yes.
I kind of feel like I wouldn't.
We're like Bill and I, like we're talking about it. We think the two of us should be doing commentary for this.
Okay. Yes.
Finals commentary.
Finals commentary. Join in. Join us in the.
I'll step out.
Oh, we're like joining or we're kicking you out?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I want
Budget.
to grab my jug of water.
Oh yeah, I need water. Oh yeah, I need M&M's.
And I need money.
Not close to that either.
Yeah, if you can do the thingy. Yeah.
Wait, are you telling me?
I'm paying really quick by the shop.
I don't have money.
You have magic cards.
I mean, I have literally my cube.
Phil AASAEN.
There's too many A's in A-S again.
So what's his skip name? Does he have one?
I assume card shark like he is in the form.
Card shark?
But like spelled like the wild card chip.
Oh yeah.
I hear this guy wants to go.
So you guys are in for a treat. Brian Fred and Phil Asen, both teammates of the finalists, will be joining us on air to give insight into their teammates' decks on commentary. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited for that. They kicked off just Miyashiro, so.
Alright, Dan.
What's your gap name?
Me?
Yeah.
Retwin 316.
316. I was close. I called you Retwin's 369.
Go over here. Oh, wait. Go double back.
I did.
Okay, so take your seats, gentlemen.
My right ear is my good ear. Are we sitting on either side of you? Or
Yes.
You're in with us?
Yeah.
Dan.
Cuddle time.
Guys, I'm heading out.
Last year, Ray.
Questions, I probably won't be able to respond much in the next 3 hours. Commentary M&M's, that's the real reason I'm here.
Those are my travel M&Ms. I'm joking.
Alright, let's get over. I know Phil's scary, but we're going to need to just get over.
Phil's scary?
Yo, you were
You're
trying
the
to say
scary one.
You got the
Slide back a bit for the camera to get
Well, I really can't slide back too much.
Okay, fair enough.
But
Alright, so Phil, how long have you known Joe Olson? How long have you guys been partners, team partners?
My hip's still not here.
you slide over. Okay, that's
There we go.
Okay.
That'll work.
Three-man booth finals, 2021 World Finals.
Those are some sweet Reflections 4 sleeves I just want to point out.
Oh yeah.
Alright, plug,
Okay.
shameless plug.
So back to the question. Anyways. No, it's weird. It's hard. So I first met Joe Olson in Washington State in 2003.
So a long time ago.
A while back, yeah.
Like, how old are you now?
I'm 34.
You're only 34.
I'm only 34.
And you've won worlds.
Okay, what am I? I'm 43.
I'm not allowed to answer that question, Dan. Not on camera.
Not unless you give him money. So apparently I've known Matt Scott since like 1998, and he tells me the story all the time that the first time he played in a tournament, I was his first opponent in the game, and I asked him before the game what deck he was playing, and he told me, and I switched the Obi-Wan out of my deck and played a different Obi-Wan, and I don't remember doing it specifically because of him, because he was like, who even knew who Matt Scott was then, but he sticks to that story that I won a game against him because I cheated and pulled a different Obi-Wan before the tournament started.
I'll allow it.
Is that cheating?
Okay.
And then in 2001, we formed a alliance for FreedomCon.
Okay, so I'll take lead play-by-play here, and then Brian will be our color commentary.
So we got the dungeon.
We're getting rolling. We got some defensive shields. Looks like tragedies occurred in Aim High. From Joe. So Matt's got doing the standard start. So he played any method necessary, starting interrupt, Fet the gun, Jabba's Palace dungeon,
Fet and the
spare
cannoli.
the in the hand. That's right, the cannoli.
So we talked about holding the dungeon back until the farm was played and then trying to separate the audience chamber from the farm, which apparently Matt has foregone that thought and just decided to go.
Interesting. Yeah.
Has decided to just go normal start, but that was what we talked about. And
Is he saying he needs force? Maybe he just really want to get it on the table, or want to drop.
I don't know. I mean, maybe he's just
So
playing straight
here,
up.
He played 4 to play Fet. He played 1 with Carbonite Chamber console to pull. He's all yours Bounty Hunter V, which lets your Bounty Hunter move for free. So then he can use the gun, Boom Fet's gun V, to warp Fet Jabba's prize to the audience chamber for free, which is how they can do it all for 5 force off themselves.
So
What is Joe starting there?
Joe is,
Sator, Walkling.
And I must be allowed to speak.
which is
Yeah.
so. I'm gonna guess that both of you help these guys with their decks.
Just a little.
Just a little.
Uh,
Or you can say Matt helped me with my decks. There you go.
well, why not both?
Based on today's results. That's
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. So my question to you guys is, what are you guys thinking about these matches when you guys went into the deck building last night?
100%. CCT, so peek behind the curtain, we did not think CCT was that good, but we had identified that Disarms were amazing in the meta, and U3PO was amazing in the meta. We hadn't put those two together in CCT. So, yesterday we did have Disarm tech, but we weren't really gunning for this deck specifically. So, yeah, the in-dat switch was expecting to see some CCT in the top 8. And it obviously is much more helpful than for luck in this game. So, Joe went ahead. So he pulled the farm here.
Almost tried to pull a lightsaber before taking a use file pull, and Matt Scott was a gentleman. Let him take it back.
Yeah. All right. So 5, he's got the loop. He gets the use pile pull. He's looking for activation. So the thought here
There's a Wisa there.
Yeah, he's already got a Wisa.
I think that's his sports pile.
Yeah, that is a reserve deck. Yep. So I wonder if he has a hard choice here. They don't hear us.
They do not hear us for some silly reason.
What about now?
I blame Robbie.
Robbie, it's all your fault. The audio is faint.
He being bright eyes, just mess with us.
No, that's Edward Chan.
I will fix it.
Alright, we will fix the audio.
I blame Robbie though.
It's all Robbie's fault. We tried to stop.
Okay. Yeah, Robbie did something. So again,
Do we have to redo all our backstory?
No, you guys don't. But we have Ryan Fred and we have Phil Asen here. Both are teammates of the finalists. Brian, obviously, with Matt Scott. Phil, I think you paired up with Joe at least once or twice throughout the years.
Occasionally, every once in a
I
while.
know you guys played in the top 8 a couple of years ago in the first round when you won Worlds.
Yes.
Is that Obi-Wan's journal there too?
That probably is.
looks like
Yeah, that is Obi-Wan's journal. So
I mean, that's like the key card. Sorry to interrupt.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Obi-Wan's journal is the key card for this matchup because you get that, you can go stomping around, messing things up, and you become immune to disarm. Like that is the most key card in the entire deck for this game.
not only that, your lightsaber modifiers cannot be canceled.
Yeah.
So you're immune to stuff like, as we learned with the matchup earlier in the first round, you're immune to Imperial Decree non-V.
Yes. That also comes into play against like Verge decks with Bright Center and stuff like that. But yeah, the 100% main reason this card is in here is because of the immunity.
Yes.
So we said that was one of the stuff that you guys were thinking about last night in regards to disarm, and not particularly this matchup. Brian, when you guys were thinking about the CCT, what was going through your guys' head in regards to, like, say, a mains type of a deck such as this?
Specifically, nobody had been playing the farm yesterday, so that wasn't on the radar. It did well against mains before, but we knew that people would probably be playing
That's
stuff.
an Gucci solo for Greedo right there.
Well,
Try to interrupt.
no, you're good.
Oh, no. Paul Myers, who is a big fan of the Marco Polo app, instead of Marco Poloing everybody, he decided to come and join us on Twitch and asked what people are playing on the opposite side.
Well, the Twitch chat has answered. Excellent. Yeah, just trying to keep with the play-by-play here so we don't become the
I
commentators.
think both of them, Matt and Joe, have both been on stream once already.
Yes, Joe was on the first round of today, and Matt was on the second round.
Yep.
Matt played against Greg Shaw. Matt played against Barry Applestein.
Alperstein?
Applestein.
Applestein. Love it.
Applestein.
Is it
Very
because he
Applestein.
likes apples? You
I
can't
don't
do-
know.
That's like,
Those Gravenstein apples.
she has 12. So Dan is derailed already. So back to
Of
Phil.
course, I've always derailed.
Take it away, Phil.
All right. So, looks like he just pulled Rito. I think he paid to drain. No, he didn't pay to drain because there's no force there, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It looked like he used some cards, but I'm not understanding exactly what for.
Who?
What does that affect?
You'll be dead.
He'll be dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he did a
That
damage.
puts another reason
No,
it's great
there's
that we have
no
Brian
damage.
here
There's
because
no
otherwise I
damage
wouldn't know
that's
what's
been
going
done
on.
yet. Because this
Oh,
is
he's-
the community
he-
effect.
Yeah.
So now he's in his control phase. It looks like he just used 3 force, so we're probably going to see the drain here.
There's a
There's a
Navrin. That's a
Navrin.
good one to get rid of. And a Sense. Both good cards for him to get. Both good for Matt.
Yes. And then here's going to be...
So he didn't do damage with You'll Be Dead? Is there something
no,
preventing
he
him?
didn't.
Or is he
Maybe he just
looking
did.
for
No, it looks
the
like
bounty hunter card?
he signified
He
the...
just, it looks like he just used one there because he had that must have been on Joe's turn.
So did
Yeah.
he? Did he? It
Well,
looked
he
like he,
activated one. He used it to pull if he's not ready, and then
Okay, so
yes,
they're
they're
pointing
pointing
it
it out. So
Matt. I think Matt tried to do it, and Joe went to play the battle order, and then he just whiffed it and just forced it instead.
and there was an Anakin off the top as well for Joe. That's not a card you really want to lose.
Is Coward out?
Oh.
Coward is not out yet, which is
Well,
surprising.
there's no
Maybe,
force
like,
loss
I
yet.
don't know, Anakin.
Well,
You kind of feel like Anakin's one of the worst cards in the deck.
I don't know how many you guys
Really?
played, so
Yeah, I mean, in this, so you figure your big Jedi are huge, right? So like
yes.
Luke,
Yeah.
Obi-Wan, Yoda, Mace, those guys are all great.
Yoda, sort of.
And then you've got General Leia, and then we've got
Jar Jar.
used piles here. No, actually,
Leia.
interestingly
Or
enough,
Leia.
we cut Jar Jar.
Jar Jar is pretty meaningless. IG-88.
Oh, I mean, he could blow up IG-88, but we're not just concerned with IG-88 himself. Like,
Who do we got?
what
Django
if his
Fett.
friends?
Django and Boba, just like in the movies.
See,
Yeah.
aren't you glad you guys have me? Like nobody can ever know my
I-
sign cards.
yeah.
But I know what every
Yeah.
one is they play,
Yeah.
so this is probably good for you guys.
I mean, we have Justin in the inside. He's taking care of some of like the stuff like that.
So we got Greedo, Django, Boba Fett.
That's quite
Yeah.
the family reunion.
The
There.
motley crew, as I've been.
Well,
Told
see,
us
well
that
Joe got
about-
all his activation turn one. So
Yeah,
he's
so-
got 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
And Matt missed
13, 14,
Scumple.
15.
Matt Mr.
So
Scumple.
Joe's got 15. So we'll see what Joe has in his hand because, I mean,
Missing your Scumple is pretty
Yeah.
brutal.
that-
I didn't miss it. I don't think Matt or I missed it
So-
like once.
I mean, like right here, say Joe comes in with Mace for 8.
Yeah. And has a canceller maybe for.
Yeah, and if he has any way to cancel Stunning Leader,
Mhm.
Matt's only got 1.
Well,
There's
oh,
Mace.
There he
there's
is.
Mace. Now, the big issue is, though, Boba Fett will allow Matt to go ahead and pull a card from the wizard.
Yeah,
Obviously,
But if he
it
has a
is something-
canceller, that's what we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would assume it's like Stunning Leader, depending on how much force he saves, projected telepathy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think
The other
Joe
thing,
has
though,
about
I bet
4.
if Joe has
Yeah,
4
Joe's
hands, Joe
4.
probably is just
It
going to
looked like Joe had quite a mercenary in his hand.
It's maybe.
Yeah, he may have it already. I mean, you have to pay for the swings of Greedo, but he stops the Fets adding draws.
That's big.
But I mean, if he has like a Jedi Lev, I mean, you might just go ahead. Like, here's the thing.
Oh,
Like,
it looks like he missed the saber pull.
Ooh.
yeah, because the worst thing here would be if you battle
Is that
with
double
Mace
quite a
and, like,
mercenary?
draw 1. Yeah, looks like it.
Wow.
I said we cut Jar Jar. There was a reason.
Yeah, well, I mean, I figured.
Yeah.
Not getting the saber.
Actually,
is
no.
pretty well.
I was gonna say it looked like there was a saber, like a Jedi's lightsaber, in there.
There's not a Jedi lightsaber.
You
No,
can't,
no,
you
no,
can't
no.
play.
Yeah.
You can't play Jedi lightsaber.
No, I'm saying the image looked like it was in there.
He may have actually. Oh, that may have been was we switched from using the generator to using the battle planes because the battle planes you can pull and get in hand, and it also gives you the generator search. So now obviously you can lose Luke force projection search also, but even if you don't have Luke out, you can still search your reserve deck guaranteed and not accidentally play second play. So yeah,
Okay, so he misses
he
that.
did miss the saber, but then he just moves Luke in.
Interesting that he decides to do that.
No, well,
I mean,
even
now
with the saber, he probably doesn't battle there because he's battling into 11.
I was going to say but the thing here though is he's got to be mindful of the disarm at this point.
He's got
He's got
Obi-Wan
everyone in
Luke.
journal.
Oh,
He moves Luke over. He doesn't care.
mine. Yeah, he does not care
Joe,
about the
Joe
disarm.
has everything he needs. He got all his activation and the cards.
He got his activation, the Quiet Marks, the Obi's journal.
No, I think
So
he's
right
supposed
now,
to just land
I
gun.
think he's debating playing Ray as well for an extra used search as well as another body.
Is that a Ray?
Yeah, that was a Ray.
It looks.
It was the Ray AI.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it makes a saber in hand.
There we go.
Yeah, worse.
Yeah, so he was debating
He
back
doesn't
in
battle. Interesting.
Well, he's saving force because of Greedo.
That makes sense.
So he's got
So
a bonus.
Matt will evacuate the.
Yeah, Matt
on
has
his
to,
chamber.
has to move out then, at which point Scum and Villainy is never going to hit the table because he's never going to leave that site.
Well, so I
Oh,
mean,
here we go. He's going to pull the battle planes. Yep, there it is.
the objective won't flip though.
No, the objective will stay flipped, but if he's not on the AC,
There goes Scum and Villainy. That's
because
the
you
thing.
can cancel it by spending 4.
Yeah.
Which means if Scum and Villainy doesn't hit the table, all his guys cost full price. He's activating 10. That's a rough spot.
So Joe putting pressure on Matt early like this.
Yeah, but
Extremely.
you want to do that with the use pile pulls. That's the
Yeah.
whole point. Is like
And
you
that's-
find what you
so
need.
you playing the farm is specifically for this matchup.
Not just, but it's very good. The other thing it gives us is against random space decks and such. You now have 2 battleground sites. You can bury and retrieve. You can drain. They're not battlegrounds. Like it just we actually started off by just switching booster and skate and landing claw for imbats in the farm, and then made tweaks from there.
Interesting to see you guys play the booster and pulsar skate plus the landing claw as your ship. I know Jared likes the Y-wing.
It's immune to lateral damage, so you can actually get a beat down in space if your opponent like.
Yeah. Against Ryan Saracen yesterday, I killed like I killed Chirano and Dopheld, and then I killed Hux and PV with like bips. With,
'Cause
like,
I heard you were playing
Barrowwind
Jedi-
solo, and then the Jedi Master Anakin or Jedi Knight Anakin.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
that was hilarious.
kind of cool.
Oh, and the other thing is IG8's on.
Oh, so
Okay,
he's
there's
not giving
scum.
it
Well,
up.
I think he goes. I mean, realistically, if he loses that site and has to move out to the farm, he doesn't have IG. His guys cost full freight. He has to try and dig for now.
Did you say full freight?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
it
Pretty
did.
hilarious.
That's what I'm here for.
We're gonna use that from now on.
It'd be. I think he's risking a large loss at that point potentially.
So
So
lose to Scum. It's a drain of 3.
yeah.
Drain
So
of 4 because of the 2 sabers. And
Yeah.
they can't be modified or anything. So yeah, that's
yeah,
really
I mean, and
that's a rough
like,
spot.
do you set up resistance at that point? You're, how if you're
Well, how do you-
expensive
I was gonna
guys.
say, you set up for system by going to battle plans, you set up going to.
Well, no, we wouldn't. Right, I can try and block Argent. So
Oh,
yeah, so Matt here is like he's gonna fight for the audience chamber because he probably says the other options seem really, really bad.
And now Proxima has
so-
just hit the table.
So that's 3. I mean, and he only activated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus the one that he activated last time, and I don't think he'd saved any. I think that was everything. So I mean, he's only got 6 more force there. That's
It
just
kind
not
of
a lot.
bothers me though that Joe is playing the Jedi Council Chamber with the Naboo site, the Boss Nest Chamber, when Qui-Gon's site is clearly on our left. Or
You know,
our right.
that is a great point. Those sites are adjacent. Oh, actually, it's just like a loop, right? This is like a Mabaya strip of a table. And so those 2 sites
It's a
are
continuation.
adjacent, even though they aren't.
Uh-huh.
It's actually like a circle. They're playing around the globe, the Star Wars globe.
Oh, the Star Wars Club.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a
That was
universe.
Star Wars. Though Naboo would be in the wrong spot in parsecs anyway, so they're not playing parsecs.
So-
that
Is Quiet Mercenary B unique?
I don't think so.
Hold on.
Ellis isn't, so I don't think Quiet Mercenary is either.
Because I think Matt might be thinking he's going to Stunning Leader, and Didn't know Joe had 2 cancers.
It is not unique.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because you can like do the pet swap. So it's like, oh,
yeah, and it is a used interrupt. They used SD5 interrupt. That's pretty insane. I mean, you could use the pet swap and get the projected telepathy.
Yeah, but again, with Greedo there, I mean, he's going to save a bunch of force. Like, you'll probably see him here. He might bring Rey. He might bring one other saber wielder. Like, he'll definitely bring somebody. But, I mean, he's gonna battle in.
Well, you just put a card on the bottom. So if he
Yeah.
plays Ray, he'll use pile pool and then take whatever card he's put on the bottom.
Yeah, assuming
If it's something he needs.
Yes, this is the finals. Hence why we have Brian Fred to my right and Phil to my left.
I wonder if he put the battle planes down last time for his Quimunning Pete or draw, and he absolutely did because it's in the deck. So that's what he did last time. All right,
How many wishes did you have? Was that
4.
4? Wow.
That's the usual. Yeah, so that was force projection or the Naboo site. He's searching for. It's interesting because you shuffle the 0 up and you would have had it lower. But if you're looking for a saber, that's more important. The weapons are just what stuff there.
This is game 1. Matt decided to go with Dark Side first as he is the higher seed. Yeah, I think both players are just going on fumes at this point.
Oh man, it is such a grind. Yeah, I had like 2 days in a row and
Yeah.
these long matches, 75 minutes, 75 minutes. They have an hour and a half for each game in the finals.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Joe just having to play an insanely difficult match against Jared Napolitano.
Yeah. I mean, he's playing Agents for Dark, which means all your Dark games are a grind. And then he's played against Shadow Collective and against Agents. So,
Yep.
still
And then-
grinding. All right, so we got here, that's General Kenobi. And he probably has the saber in hand or in reserve.
Did he pay +1? Is anybody watching?
Don't know if he played the plus
And then-
one.
Yeah, he just
I'm
spent-
pretty sure he just spent 5 for Rey. So, yeah, I'm sure he's paying,
Oh, there's a barrier.
paying the correct costs.
Barrier on. There's
That's
a
a
sorry
sorry
Mouth of Moss, the mess combo.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
not good.
So he got barriered, but he does get the use surge.
Yep. There is 2 green cards in his reserve deck. I don't know if
There's use pile.
is that his use pile.
This is use piles in right now.
Oh, that's even better.
I mean, he could get Leia's gun out of there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think leaving the gun there isn't bad because you can pull it next turn. She's not in the battle, so you're not going to lose her.
Yeah.
I think you want to grab something a little bit more defensive or offensive here. Maybe the Luke's Beyond hand.
He could
Yeah,
grab
you take the
ultra-friendly
altar
fire.
and kill a guy.
Yeah.
This could be really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe's draw has just been too fucking good. Excuse my French. Grady Hutchins, you need to answer your emails more, bud.
Is there a story back there?
Well, I wanted him to send me his throne room deck.
Wait, Term's not a thing anymore.
I was shadow collecting and got throttled by Grady in a tournament.
Did you start your mall at the mall site?
Yeah, I still got throttled.
Yeah.
He got multiple activation on the first turn and he's had
Throwing
good characters.
Yeah, the issue with throwing him these days is the downside is bad.
Okay, so
Is that
Joe
General
used-
Leia also?
Yeah, General Leia was barriered. Then
Oh,
Joe-
so it wasn't Ray that he played. He has Ray in his hand still?
Yeah, but he paid
Yes.
5 for General Leia, so I'm saying he's paying the right amount of force. That was
Yeah, no, I'm wondering, like, we thought it was Ray.
yeah, I believe he still has Rey.
It's abysmal for Matt.
What's the matchup? Is it the
CCT versus, Joe got everything he needed. Matt
And then
missed
some.
scum first turn. He has double stunning leader cancel in his hand.
What's the life force going to be big?
Question is, can they hear
We're on
us out
transfer.
there? 'Cause, I mean, I'm a
not
little
too
bit.
good.
Okay.
You're a little loud, but not through.
No, I don't
it's a
think you
little
can
bit.
hear everything in there from out.
I was going to say, you were sitting on this side earlier.
Yeah, I had.
Yeah,
I tuned everything.
I was
out.
judging,
Joey
so I
Owens
didn't have
had
the shot.
short
I didn't
had
think.
journals open, had two stunning leader cancels in open hand. Now he has a mess combo, has a shitload of dudes.
So he just battled, so there's the
And
exchange.
here we go. First battle of the finals.
And Matt only has 1 save, so he won't even be able to grab mercenary. Yeah.
So we'll see. He exchanged. There's force there.
I mean, there's more than enough sabers there.
Yeah.
Like, I think if you're Joe, you got to go. You go with Greedo. You have to go with Greedo.
You don't have to, but
I'm
like,
saying,
you
like,
probably do. Okay, so
there's
that's projective telepathy.
Joe's going to use the 2 force.
Spend 2. Yeah, because he still gets his swings.
And let's see, does Matt use the
Not
stunning leader?
stunning from hand?
We only have one force.
I mean, you can play one.
This is one of those things.
It looks like he didn't.
Okay, he's going to fire with lightsaber. Who is he targeting?
Yeah,
Not 100% sure here.
I thought you got projected and stuff.
Yeah, so he has the Leia back by his hand there. So
Okay, Lando with the Vibro X and
Chewie?
Chewie.
and
Okay,
hits
that-
him, and that's gonna get the
that's-
mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying is you have to because of the game
Oh, yeah.
text.
Does Matt have a cancel for that?
I didn't see any.
Nope. A very bad
It's
battle.
very
for Matt
bad.
on turn
Well,
three.
the game's just been really bad.
Quimunning imbats against CCT, and
Yeah.
like
I hate to see it.
I think Jabba's prize is probably getting freed.
Okay, Matt took a shot at someone, missed. Boba Fett's.
Oh yeah,
Gun.
Boba Fett's gun.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's Luke, Obi, and Mace. So you're like,
You just still
which-
take the shot.
Oh, sure. I'm just like, yeah, which Destiny 6 defense value 6+ guy are you going to get?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. So here he probably just swings at Proxima first. She's defense value 4 and
that's going to hit someone. Yep.
here's
Hit Proxima.
Both at 0.
Go after Bubba next.
Yeah, you swing at
He's the
Fett. I mean, they're equivalent. So yeah, you swing at
Yeah,
Fett.
I think you go after Boba Fett because he's got a gun. You want to get him off the table.
Yep.
He's also carrying the Jabba's
Yeah,
prize.
that doesn't matter. It just goes unescorted. All that matters is all right. Mace
that's
is a
not
2.
going to hit.
No, Mace
No,
is a
Mace
2.
is a 2. That's going to hit.
Joe
Boba.
remembers his communing cards. Joey literally just. Oh, should we have to actually judge that? He just hit.
I think they did active judge something in there.
No, it should be Fett.
No, I'm saying that they.
Oh, they're looking at it right now. Okay, yeah, somebody got it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Greg's the active judge.
Let's have Sean.
Greg's the active judge. Come on. Okay, and there's still one more saber to go.
I literally told Joe again. Remember your dude.
Oh, that's a 6. Oh, that was Destiny. So he didn't swing the second saber. There's 2 Destiny. He draws Mighty Jabba and a disarmed. So I believe that's
So they're +1. Is it Joe's Jabba's prize?
Your local
Yeah.
active judge.
you're the
Thank
active
you. I
judge.
just hollered it.
So I mean that's still a lot
Yeah.
of power.
Yeah, it's 8. Well, he's just gonna lose Obi-Wan.
Yeah. I mean,
It's more of is he losing
Matt has
overflow here.
Matt has 3 plus power because of the despair.
Yeah.
It's 4. Proxima's a 2
Yeah,
plus
so-
4, 8.
So 4, 8,
6,
10.
8, 16.
4,
16,
10.
19.
Yep.
And Django has forfeit?
19. Yeah, he has
Yeah,
6
Django has
forfeit,
forfeit.
but Joe had 6.
4, 6,
11.
12. 18.
Okay, and now he frees that, and he actually gets to search his reserve deck or use pile for a Han. If
Is
he
it
wants.
Han or Corn
Doesn't
Horn?
look like he
Or no, it's Corn Horn. That's right. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
you
wrong
don't
Jabba's
want.
prize.
Yeah, you
it's
want
just
Corn
Corn.
Horn.
Yeah, so he's just gone.
And oof,
He
that's.
doesn't have the force to cancel scum and villainy, but I mean,
I mean, what at this point? What I mean, Matt's not going to go try and go back down to the audience chamber.
No.
He's got to go
6, 7,
somewhere. I think he
8,
goes to the
9.
carbonate chamber, being that there's such a insane stack at the audience chamber. You
Yeah.
don't want
Well,
to
and
be on
Leia's,
Tatooine.
and Leia's back now too. So
Yeah, you don't want to be on Tatooine at this point.
No, so at this point, Matt Scott he's gonna have to dig deep here. His goal now is to try and figure out how to keep it reasonable.
How to
Yeah.
make him
Oh,
lose
it says
cards.
Jabba's prize is there. He loses the +3 in battles now as well.
Yes. Yeah.
So what he can do is Carbonite Chamber, Nal Hutta, and then get spies to the JCC and Boston Ash Chambers. Like his
Yeah,
best
just
hope is
spread
to try and just go wide, get some interaction there, get some drains in,
Mhm.
and just hope that Joe doesn't have.
Okay, there's a Twilight Advisor to go attempt to. I'm assuming he's going to go try and pull the
Passenger deck.
passenger deck out of the deck.
If he plays an alien leader down, I'd be awfully surprised.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
even see how.
Well, you have to do either one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
but
says no force. I mean, and you've already lost that. I mean,
yes.
the thing is, like, Fett and
Joe
Django are some of your best guys.
Yeah, Joe already lost a Nabram earlier on to Force Train of 2.
Yeah. Though, again, with Solo,
He can play it again.
yeah, that was one of the
Yeah.
reasons we switched off Pips. So we switched to Booster and Pulsar Skate yesterday in 7th HCFD was so
So
we
that
could play
you can play
Solo.
Solo.
Because Solo's so good. Like, the interrupt from Lost Pile main is just marvelous.
And did you play this yesterday?
Not with the farm.
Okay.
No, yesterday we played it without the farm.
I was going to say, because I know he played this deal is getting worse all the time. And during the top,
Yeah, he played this deal and he
game.
played Quimunning, but not farm, just for luck.
Okay.
And he lost this matchup to Matt Scott
Wow.
yesterday. Yeah.
A
But
lot
yeah,
different here.
the farm is a crazy balancer, and because of like imbats, just it's so much easier
Those
to find the
pulls-
journal and
those
everything.
pulls.
Yeah.
The fact that he has Joey Protector in the deck. He has Lando with Vibrox in the deck.
Yeah,
He's got 2 more use.
There's a
pulls.
General Leia, a Mace, and a Luke. Luke has lightsaber and Obi-Wan's journal, and Mace has a lightsaber.
So he'll be
So
draining for 4.
He's going to drain for 4. Well, he's going to cancel Scum and then drain for 4. Is what's going to happen.
And it looks like Matt is. He picked up and then.
Yeah, he's activating. He's just drawn for anything.
Yeah.
You know, like there's nothing you can do right now. You're just trying to regroup and figure out what you can do that actually makes sense. Because you just want to force damage, try and make for a second winnable game.
Yeah.
Like that is entirely
Old
it.
allies versus.
It's just my son.
And that's got to be simple tricks there. So I mean, he's not retrieving right now.
No, but he's not. I
Yeah.
really want to retrieve anyways. You're going to want to set up at least 2 drains.
Yep.
If you're Joe.
Oh no, I'm just meaning with his objective. Like
Oh yeah,
Matt's not
yeah.
able to retrieve.
Oh yeah, and Joe can
Yeah,
retrieve
so
because
Scum and then 1. There's search and destroy.
card that helped
Yeah.
him against.
You know what the
Barry,
worst part is? That search and destroy was like with the other card that we were thinking about was blow parried.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We were debating. It's like, what if they play blow parried? What's your response?
Sense.
Like,
This is
yeah.
the last pile.
You can sense.
Yeah, there goes Dengar and Chip, the moving interrupt.
He's always bounty high.
You know, I play this deck. Like I played this, like not this exact version.
I mean, you know what the
CCG.
cards
I
look
should
like.
know.
You don't have to know what they do.
Well,
That's
I don't even know what
all.
the cards look like because they're Brian Fred's cards.
Would you put in chat? Matt's objective does not go out of play because of Despair V. It says it is my favorite decoration.
Yes.
Is not placed on play.
Yeah.
So maybe put that in chat. Oh man, I keep trying to like shift over. But
Can
like, hey,
they-
I'm still here, guys.
Well, they hear
They
you.
can hear us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
they
we don't
hear
need
me.
to put it in the chat. You just got to use your voice.
I don't know how to do that, man.
Yeah, scoot over a little to me, Dan. And scoot like and let Phil scoot over a little.
Oh, it's okay. Hey, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
See, this is why like everyone was like, "Oh man, we could do it that way." You know, put up the green screen. And I'm like, no, we have the lounge.
he definitely just like I told him too, and I was like, oh, I guess he for went no on that whole plan.
Like, I don't get people.
What plan?
I think Joe's draw.
I
is
said
too
wait
big.
for the audience chamber, play the farm, don't deploy the dungeon, then play the audience chamber, put the dungeon in the middle, and they can't play Luke. They can't get Luke. Like, why don't people listen? It makes no sense.
Joe's draw is really.
I mean, they
good.
get
I
there
don't know if it
too.
matters. I don't know if it
Say it
matters.
again? They get there in 2 turns, but you're hopefully scumming and just playing everyone.
Yeah,
there.
you do have more time to get another round of guys.
Yeah, like, I don't get
He,
why you
he,
wouldn't
he,
try that.
he had double stunning leader canceller. Obi-Wan's journal.
No, I know, but like you're just playing your cards. Like what? Even if the stunning leaders happen, what's the end game there? Like he needs to get like all his guys.
Yeah, Joe's going to win this one. It
Give him, like,
seems like it's going to be
35.
pretty big. I mean,
People are so scared.
and now Justin Desai has joined us.
Hey, we got Justin on commentary.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was telling him what the plan was, and he just like he put down both. And I was like, oh well, I guess he's not doing that, and he just did normal. I was like, no.
Did he play the barge turn one?
No.
No, that came out just after.
After he got clobbered, after he got killed in the audience.
Maybe it's different.
I think he was just hoping to get it. Like, feeling like he knew.
He got the opposite of Joe's draw, pretty much.
Yeah.
Where Joe got both of his Twixes and Obi-Wan's journal and double stunning leader cancelers.
I
The
mean,
other
Joe,
plan is like you could have just like went to the carbonite chamber and just drained. Like,
Yeah.
all the guys are deploy like 9 and Luke just sitting on Tatooine like doing nothing.
Yeah.
Your boy +1 would think.
Well, he
what
did.
guy can they play?
He did make him lose a Nabrin and Sense off the top, which are both cards that would have been huge later on in these scenarios.
Yeah, I mean, this deck was designed very much with CCT.
That's what I obviously. So like, but he's just not adjusting to that.
Yeah, we'll see. Like, if he can find Nal Hutta and he can get on Nal Hutta in the Carbonite Chamber and then get to the Twixes, then he might be able to force some damage through.
he's got a probe on his head, it looks like.
So,
is he playing Afra?
He is playing it for.
Yeah, he's good at
It's
that,
2
too.
spies, so he can get to the
It's
blue
a
sites.
4 turn. Yeah. BB-8 will come out sometime.
Yeah, lost off the top. There goes a barrier and a wolf.
I mean, Joe's just, gonna keep Quimunning, filtering, setting up his hand, and draining for 4.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, yeah,
Matt's got to figure out how to lose this by less than 25.
And the nice thing is, like, Matt doesn't really have to throw anybody really in space. He's just throw the stinger up there for.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, even if you thought they might have a ship, you just do that. Like,
It's probably 35 right now.
but I mean, he knows he had bips yesterday, and he wouldn't want taking it out necessarily. But I mean, you're so far behind. Like, what does it matter? Like, what are you afraid of losing the game? It's the same thing as like drawing a big hand.
Joe has enough to knock him off the carbon chamber or whatever he plays.
I mean,
And if he doesn't, he will.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
He still has both standing leader cancels.
yeah, he doesn't know he has those in hand. But again, like what you're losing the game. Like, so if you do nothing, you lose by 35.
Yeah, like just go to the carbonate chamber and just like drain for one.
Well, go to the card chamber, go to the system. Like,
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
to ace that.
there's just nothing else to do.
So Justin's right. It came down to the battle against Jared Napolitano, where the Anakin, Jared
Well,
drew
Jared
all
could have
well,
won
and
the second game too.
Yeah.
You didn't understand cards.
I think what happened was Jared was just a little frustrated after.
No, Jared played really well. Nice on that. Jared played really well. He didn't see one line that would have been great. He was playing around Zizor's bounty,
Well,
so he didn't attack and he didn't realize the P-59.
oh god, does Matt only have Slave One in his hand? That's just terrible.
I feel like you
That's a
probably
lot
winning
of
by
That's
11.
eight. Yeah, that's 8 for Slave 1 and
IG88. Well,
Does that
this
even-
game's gone off
I-
script.
don't
guess
you can
You can bet.
Is he a pilot? Yeah, he
he's
should
a
be
pilot, yeah.
Yeah, he should be a
So
pilot.
Matt has complete garbage this whole
Yeah.
game.
No, he had the fucking line that he needed. He didn't do it.
Yeah.
Well, he's got Honda there.
How come
Honda
people
could
just
have
like people just play like the cards and just line up so they don't think about it.
Yeah, especially, I mean, at the end of the second day of long, grindy games,
Yeah,
like,
just, like playing it hard.
it's just hard
If
to.
someone starts in back, so you don't just rush to attack.
Well, like you said, like Jared was playing Profit and AOBS. Like he gave himself two
Oh, and
quite
he's put on
really
the farm.
grinding
Oh, no.
games, and now Jones.
You saw him draw Run the Creme for Destiny earlier.
Like trying to like super wide.
Well, like
Yeah, I
the
don't
Carbonite
like
Chamber
that.
is so much better for that.
And you have
Yeah.
stunning leader. What do you
And it's the fourth strain of, like, it's the same drain. You don't have Vader or Stormtrooper there unless the deck changed significantly while I was paying attention.
Dude,
So
it
it'd be
does
better-
Cad Bane. Cad Bane actually is a stormtrooper.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. We should be like, it's just, it's hard when you're way behind, things went awful, you're on tilt, you're trying to go, I just got to do something. But yeah,
You're not. You're like
you don't
thinking,
see all the
like, what is
options.
the second game even looking like?
Like, I did one yesterday where like I go like Booster and Skate, Claw, Baragwin,
You probably
and
played
detach,
you
and
probably
then
played the wrong side first.
Ryan sets for some of the Baragwin, cancels the Claw, and I'm thinking, oh, I have to like work around the Baragwin instead of just Walkling, retrieve the Claw, activate for luck, put the Claw back. Like, I missed the easy, obvious play to get it back going. And like that just happens sometimes, and you all script.
Does Joe have Visor Vision?
I'm just gonna think about
He wants to Visa maybe.
Wyvern, Lisa. I mean, you win by 35. It's gonna be 35. If you look at the cards, it's got
Oh, yeah.
6 of the thing, 5 sites out. Starts 8 cards, so 6, 5, 8, 19. You try to get like 7, like 10 at the end. You put some cards back.
Does
It'll
Matt,
be- it'll
does
be
Matt
above
just
30.
grab at this point the Visa?
Yeah.
Nope, apparently not. Were you guys on double Nabrin? What, there was an Nabrin back in there.
No, it's a
Yeah.
You don't need
No,
to
there's just one
pull in all your cards.
No, double Quite a Mercenary, one Napper.
Hear me, baby.
Just one.
Maybe that's what it could have been.
You don't need to. And Nabrin is such a like, it's great, and at the same time, like I always assume it's about to be canceled. and play it.
Or just
Like,
be
I'm
a
pleasantly
dead, or just be a
surprised it
dead
works.
card against some other deck.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw him lose like what the second card in the game, or the second or third card.
He's got Walkling or Retreats.
Yeah, I mean, he's already making sure. Like, I mean, Matt may be getting close already to the point where he can just draw up. Like Joe is just putting cards back in his deck.
Yeah.
Like if he's got 8+ in hand right now, he can just pay the
Yeah,
drain and do nothing.
Like there's still Yoda to come out and stuff like that.
He's got, yeah, I mean, he's got more stuff.
You throw what Yoda down to the Carbonite Chamber now.
No.
No.
If he has Run the Ground.
Well, I mean, he could even go. So those two, like, he could go like Chewie, land with axe. I mean, he can do what he
Or
wants.
he's like roasted from his hand and stuff.
Exactly. Like he's not.
he has like 4 characters.
He's just figuring out how much he can jack.
One of them's BB-8.
Yeah.
Which I maybe
I wouldn't even play B. Yeah, no need.
No.
This is unfortunately very rough for Matt, and very good for Joe. Trying to be pleased for him, but I mean, I just that's rough for the first game to go. It's just so sideways. Like that's just not. I mean, that's not really what you want to see in match play. I mean, you do if you're, you Joe seat, sure, but just like as the fans, the commentators,
I think the CC just staying at the carbonite chamber actually. They're green for 2.
Okay, green for 4 here.
That's a good thought there. Just so if you let him get the jump on Tatooine, you just go to the carbonite chamber.
You can't play a guy. You can't play any guy.
Yeah, and then just go wide.
And you still do your Boba Fett thing.
Yeah, and go find the system.
You just go find the system.
Yeah,
or you just don't even care. You just you don't have scum, but you can play Soldero and you can actually just change at point.
Yeah, if you just go in, just immediately being like, I'm gonna find U3PO to deal with that drain at some point.
There's run or
there's Solo.
Yeah.
And just be like, I'm just going to drain for 2 there, 1 in space.
There's Ray.
There's Ray.
You can actually kind of
Pop
dash
pool.
damage because you're ready to
And there's
the hard thing is
whiteboard card in there. I'm assuming that is the run loop run. Yep, that's the run loop run.
He's got a barrier.
Yeah. It's in his use pile.
Yeah, well, the other thing about the farm versus the carbonite chamber is you can't stun him either.
I don't know why he went to the farm.
So he barriers the Ray.
I wonder if he forgot it's a
and he can move his guys.
It was a drain of 2.
He can move his guys. And even if he doesn't do this, what happens if he moves like Mason?
I mean, are you just trying to make him get more guys?
Yeah.
More cards on hand.
Just grab the barrier.
Yeah.
So Ray's barrier.
He needs to get this somehow to 25.
Yeah.
No way he could theoretically be able to theoretically.
Yeah,
Shooty with
bowcaster.
This is
Now
gonna
they use pop pool.
Does he have?
Run on the top.
Even if he has Gig, it's not. It's just over right here.
This next turn is a 8 food.
And then
They
stick.
projected telepathy.
He does.
He used it earlier in a battle.
Yeah.
I mean, Greg could have stopped all this.
Jared could have. Also,
Jared was not built bad.
Yeah. No, Greg had
Jared
it game
played
1.
like to his outs. He was like grinding and it was one of those games where you're not like, wow. He just maybe punted like one small thing at the end that maybe actually could have got him there. But it's a very different
I
Battle.
feel like that's kind of the.
Okay,
the
here we
hardest
go.
thing about-
Battle at the farm.
about
Pay 1 to
match
retrieve 1 with Leia. And there's the run loop run.
But just figuring out the alternate lines of play and knowing how to go off script, like that's just one of the hardest things, especially in match play, where you're also thinking bids and
And
everything else.
I want to say there's a sorry about the mess of the lost bomb. Solos in the field.
Yeah, that could be bad.
Yeah, you sorry about the mess of the Mars thing. No
I mean,
fun.
Luke has a journal, so she's not hitting anything.
Yeah.
She can fire at one of the characters with 1 destiny or characters with 2
Well, I'm
destiny.
saying that's just more power off the table too. I mean,
he has a sense in Lost Spot. He's a neighbor in Lost Spot. Like, I wouldn't even bother with the sorry. Like, you're fine just losing Ray.
yeah, because that's actually one more force that you lose.
Yeah.
Try
So he just canceled the 5.
Yeah.
Like,
There,
there's a scenario here where the best thing Matt Scott can do is decline to draw a destiny and
And
peel,
just peel everything.
peel
And
everything.
just take the.
Yeah, because otherwise Joe has 7 cards in hand he's going to get back.
yeah, it's got the 3 field thing.
And the fact that Matt hasn't drawn it yet tells me he's thinking about it. Yeah.
Okay, well, now we go to Destiny. There's the 2. Those are 2 5s. Matt's going to draw. He draws 3.
So that's 12 for Matt against 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 24.
She gets the +2 for
Oh, 26 plus the 1 for Fleming, 27. 27 to 13.
It's down by 14. Both those characters ahead.
No, just one was one
Shooty
hit.
was there. So did he hit? Oh, he didn't hit. Yeah, he only hit the 1.
Yeah, and this is rough. Sometimes this is hard just to realize when you just need to scoop it. Like, NPC 2018. I lost my game 1 by 26, where I drew an 18 card force pile to end the game prematurely. you have to come back and win by 28 in the next game. Like, sometimes you just go, hey, this just needs to be done.
Yeah, because now it's the Walkland game.
Yep.
Probably put 2 or 3 cards back.
Yeah. I mean, he
At the very least.
he has like 3 interrupts in the game.
Joe should stop drawing.
Yeah, Joe. Oh, he's just peeking.
Yeah. Yep. Doesn't draw anything, circulate, and it's gonna pass turn.
He's gonna look for Lisa, basically.
Yeah.
Then he can
Well,
put a card.
Lisa might actually hit. Like, if you find, he may be.
No, what I'm saying is, any of those cards
You got to
can
think Matt's
put a
got about
speak
like
back
9
so
to
we see.
10 cards left in Life Force.
Anything you can put back. Yeah, I mean, Matt's just got to draw that here.
I mean, Joe's going to be able to retrieve one with Walkling before he draws up. He's going to be able to put some cards back.
Yep.
Yeah.
I draw. He should have just lost all his cards. He should have lost all 3 deck.
Any of the interrupts he could play? That someone, oh, see a round kid, he could play that in the draw phase. That's interesting. Let's try things. So yeah. So for folks who aren't overly experienced in match play, so the deciders, you play both games, and differential, so the amount that you win by, is the deciding factor. So at this point, Joe's hand is like 7 or 8 cards, I think, maybe down to 6, but still, unless Matt Scott can do more than that much damage, guaranteed with everything he can do, his best bet is just to draw up, because otherwise Joe's just going to find a way to put more
That
things.
must feel
back
like
into the phase.
this is like not even play the second game type of thing.
Yeah.
This is
No,
that's
it's
sad.
about 30.
Yeah.
Because he missed Shadows. So we paid 9 to pick like 1 more in Shadows.
Yeah. The same, the EBO game.
So he could go. I
Okay.
mean, he's got like offer a Probot, like, and
Yeah.
sending leaders in hand. You go ahead and do that here. Like, might as well.
I mean, I'm
P59 going down to the
guessing that he's
chamber.
been holding spies because he had Probot at one point.
Where Yoda can't come from reserve.
So he's got 8. He's
Four for
definitely got
Probot.
4. I was going to say, he's definitely got 8 force left because he threw down the P59. There's Probot going down to the
Yep.
Boss Knight's chamber.
Alright. Just a little bit better.
Okay.
And
But that was 4,
I guess
8
he's got it.
with 1 and like an
9,
8 card
and-
hand.
So he's got.
yeah, he's got
about 15
17.
cards.
He might be able.
But
Yeah,
if
so-
Joe has any character, he's
I
going
mean, why did he
like?
why did he go to the farm? Like, if he had
No,
done
yeah.
the previous turn, go to the carbonate chamber.
I think he just was thinking it was. He might have
Maybe
just
he was
based
trying
on
to-
it being a drain 1. Was thinking it was drain 2. Just like I need to do some damage. Yeah.
Maybe he's trying to get him to put more
But
characters
he
there.
actually maybe
knowing-
could have got this.
but
to,
now he
like,
can nab him.
25 If he,
He can
If,
solo
if,
the
if,
nab
he, if he
with
pivoted one way,
Probot
and yeah,
stuff,
if he'd
but-
started the game just trying to force that,
Well,
never
that
playing
I
scum,
think he might actually.
yeah,
win,
he
but,
could have
like,
got it like at least down to like 15.
Yeah, you
points,
solo
but
with
yeah.
you solo the Nabber and move Ray over. Fight the Probe Droid. That's another force retrieved. And then you have Walkling.
Well,
for
you
another-
neighbor and somebody that P59 can't hit.
No. I'm saying you go over from not. Don't
Oh,
worry
the
about
droid, yeah.
No,
Even
no,
if
Probot.
P59 hits somebody, it's just like Joe has how many cards in his hand? 6,
Well, I mean,
7.
if he kills P59, then they're
Yeah,
he takes
he doesn't need to
no
worry
damage,
about
right?
Probot.
You pay 3 to drain 1.
grab it. What do you? Oh, someone's already grabbed.
I think no.
No.
I think he thinks he's gonna play Stunning Leader.
Yeah, stunning leader to save P59 or Probot, whoever he is. What he's thinking.
What happened to your boy Fred?
Buzzsaw matchup.
He's Brian Fretting the heck out of this finals.
Ouch.
Wow.
Too soon.
I mean, there's just, I think there's
We
some-
should have gotten that bar fight.
There's sometimes there's matchups I think there's just
Yeah.
like
We should have gotten that bar fight. That would have been a good matchup for everyone.
if we would
Well-
have played the Blow Parry, that might have been there. Are you on double Obi-Wan channel or just one?
Just one.
Yeah, if we would have played
We got Peregrines.
because he definitely had the Search and Destroy in his hand. That
That would have been the same slip.
yeah, so it's just
It would have helped. I think like CCT, like, your dudes just really aren't that good, and you don't have that
Mhm.
many of them. And so it's like
well,
even with the
if you're gonna
disarms,
cancel the
like
dr-
one of the things you can do is just not play weapons on your guys, and they're just giant Jedi with big defense value and immunity.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I'll tell you about the story about some of the
Good
giant Jedi that I went against to get overflowed for like 13 and stuff. If they didn't have weapons, I would have been like, oh, they don't have weapons. I'll just battle into that all day long and add 3 to that shit and add 1 to each of them.
Yeah.
Like if we would have played the, I mean,
but like you dig the Barragwin, you pull the journal back. Is the thing. Like you get it back eventually, and you can get sabers back. Like I had that happen. Whereas
but
like,
that would the CCT would have like plenty of time to like
Oh no, like I have one where like I have Mason Saber in front of Dr. Reed. He disarms, I Odin combo, he disarms again, kills him in my control phase. I exchange Baragwin for the Saber, I play the second mace from hand, and kill the stuff at the site. Like
You have to have those, of
it's
course.
pretty much negated. Like Baragwin helps a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
As
I
long
know.
as he has
I'm
a-
just saying you
the
have to
double
have
percent.
all those in your hand too.
I mean, they get stuff, I get stuff, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
There's the
there it is.
Nabram.
Here comes a
Call.
handshake, probably. No, he probably still thinks
If
he
he,
might.
if he handshakes, he concedes the match.
Oh, doesn't that not go to the use pile?
Yeah,
It goes out of play.
Nabr's out of play.
Go grab it. Nabram's out of play.
Good lord, man.
Those are locked. That's why.
They got it. They got it.
Okay. John's back.
I bet it wasn't.
no,
Hayes.
Joe's
I
getting
bet it wasn't
excited.
Hayes that caught it.
Yeah, Joe's got back to back.
There's another life force back for Joe within the cancel standing leader.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yep. There's another.
Oh, he hit Obi.
Why would you do that? I mean,
Huh? Well, because he doesn't. If Obi's in the use pile, then he just it's like
Yeah, it's
no, he's just did pop. No pop walking for the battle. Yeah, I'm actually. Oh no, he has a journal. I was gonna be like, I'm surprised he brought people P59 can hit, but with a journal, P59 will be hitting nothing.
and he could, like I said, he's going to retrieve one with the layout. He's going to retrieve one with the walk link.
If he's
remembers
going to
to do
retrieve
that
a walking, he better do it before he gets to
before he
battle.
battles. Yeah.
So he battles. He retrieves the Leia.
I don't see how Matt's playing this second.
Stunning
There's
leader.
the stunning leader. There's the canceller.
Oh, and it goes use.
Yep.
And then Joe.
There's the walk link.
Layer gets to retrieve extra.
Yeah. You
He already did.
Oh, doesn't matter. He drew a
Shot.
1 for
He
Destiny.
canceled it.
He still drew a 1. Ugh. Well,
Yeah,
doesn't
missed-
hit.
missed the swing.
Yeah.
Now Matt can live. Matt's good now.
It's looking good for him.
Everything's
You
looking
should have thought a little more about this, like how bad it could have been, I think.
when we were like talking. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. What was that?
I thought he might try and like do some of the stuff that we talked about.
Not go to the audience show so fast.
No, that wasn't his Destiny. That was the card he played.
No, Lucas is like really hard to get off the table. Because Joe went turn with Luke.
Yeah.
There you go.
He moved him over.
He didn't move him over turn one. He just went in turn one, and then turn two, he put Mason and
And
moved
moved
him
with
over.
Saber.
So I would have definitely held the dungeon. I told him to hold the dungeon. Yeah, because you move Luke over and it's like things could go bad if they have like scum and like 3 guys or like Cad Bane or something.
Yeah, or if they just
Okay.
get enough power.
Yeah, you just
I
get
think-
Cad Bane from deck.
He may have just scooped the whole thing.
Don't want to find out.
I don't think Matt would do that.
If it's like 35, like how could any
You
day
should have
help?
him count.
Unless you're mains, you're probably not winning by 35 in a game.
We'll have him count, bro.
I didn't count him out.
It's above 30. Ooh,
32.
Yeah, just
Barry
I
won by 31 and Tom played it out.
Yeah.
I would have.
You say you wouldn't?
You have Destiny adders on the OA? Oh, I'm gonna look. I mean, there's like a line that you can make.
Joe won by 32.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got
6 of them lost to 39.
Yeah.
They're still playing it and everything.
You should tell your boy to play, man. Don't give up.
Yeah, play it.
That's
Yeah.
what legends are made of.
Just go to the system
Yeah.
and fucking fight, bro. Like, stop being so sad. The door's locked to get the message through, man.
They're playing.
Yeah,
They're
tell
playing?
your boy to take
Okay,
5 minutes.
good.
Tell your boy to take 5 minutes. That's your man in there, man.
Bring him out here.
Come on. Just
Okay,
tell him
so
to-
Joe Olson won game 1 by 32. They will again, they're going to play the next game. The next game is going to be H is the Black Sun versus Old Allies. So, not sure what's going on in regards to like if there's a break that's going to be going to happen or what. Justin, how did it look in there?
I mean, I don't think I probably have much to add. I was listening to the stream, so I don't have probably much to add. I mean, Matt missed all his important pulls early, and Joe hit all of his, and that was.
What did he miss for pulls?
He missed Scum on turn two, and so he couldn't deploy anything, and he didn't have any activation except for the audience chamber. So he was activating 7 on turn 2 and could play like Jango Fett and Greedo. That's it.
He played a dungeon on turn 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, he flipped turn 1. What's up?
You bring modern with you?
Huh?
You bring the modern next time?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, it's still going on.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I just didn't know if you brought them down earlier.
The I don't know if it's worth commenting on the stream, but there were 5 drops on the same side of the Force of the Constellation event, so there are 5 light side buys.
Oh.
And we were looking at how to fix it, and nope, there's not the only better fix would involve really combing through all of the pairings to see if you could pair other people, but you're going to end up with 5 light side players with no dark side opponents, so that's it.
Oh my god.
I mean, playing dark side 3 times theoretically can be a very big advantage.
Well, no, they're all dropping without playing their last dark side game.
Yeah, so the differential was
Oh, is this the last game
32.
of the Constellation?
Yeah.
Yeah, the differential in game 1 was 32, 39 in lost pile for Mascot, and 6 for Joe Olson. So, I mean, all Mascot has to do is win by 32 or 33.
32 would be the number.
Yeah.
It's looking rough for him.
Yeah. OA versus Agents of the Black Sun. I mean,
It's a
that,
good match for OA, but it's not a good match for
yeah, not by 32.
Oh no, I have that. It's Bastion B boy. We have agents.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't.
Yeah, that was Tom Kelly's. Yeah.
That was
I watched that.
Okay, so we'll be back with the second game here in a bit. Stay tuned for that game, and we're going to see if we can get Brian Fred back here as well.
They discovered a deckless error though, and Joe starts with minus 15 life force, and Mac gets to pick.
Which 15 it is?
Yep.
You start with a 16 card mouse pile.
Five emperors, all the locations.
Ray has to stay.
See, I heard this Jeff Levine versus Joe Olson game 8 scenario.
What happened?
I don't know. Dan said something about a lone
Phil in game 8.
Riken at the Dune Sea.
There
for
was
some reason.
Jeff Levine was playing Diplo. He was flipped with a lone Riken at the Dune Sea. Nothing in his hand.
Kraken? Not Riken.
Kraken.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're
That's a
fine
lot
now.
better.
We're fine.
Yeah,
Kraken makes sense.
no invasion.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
nothing.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's Diplo.
I mean, if it's Riken, it's a different story. It's
Yeah,
just like,
like,
what the
is
fuck?
General Riken doing in the deck? Is my like, I think that's a bigger question. Why is he?
Okay, we
And
are
why was
back,
he in
everyone.
game 8 with a chance to qualify for day
No,
2 if Riken
he
is
was
not
paired
like
down. Joe was paired down.
down by like 25 plus. You just
YOLO.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so here
Well,
we
we'll see
go.
what Matt does. What I was trying to say when you guys kept talking is that since he foregone your first plan, what's the chances when he's like got probably a million things in his mind that he would even think to like?
That's what I'm saying. Like, we're here to play and think. Like, we're not. I don't know. I don't know why people don't like to play and think. They want us like play their decks.
Yeah, like
play and
if you
think.
just stay, yeah, like your point about like staying on Cloud City, draining 2 there, and finding Alhada, and then going wide. Why not? That's what I want.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Game 2 of the finals. Joe Olson up by 32.
Rejected Brian Fred. Can we have you have the camera go to Fred?
It's been on me. I've been sitting here. I've been sitting here like this for the
Fred,
last
go back,
30-some
go back
minutes.
and give us the look. There it is. There it is.
I've been like this for the last ever since we found out they cut off our commentary when Bill and I tried to like tell our backstories to Joe and Matt. And then after that, like I saw
The
Joe's
game's over.
yeah, I saw Joe's opening hand and like everything. I was like, yeah, I was just dejected from that moment on. I was just like, yeah.
He'll be quite disappointed if he
Well, I mean, Kevin Shan.
I don't know. I feel like 32,
I can't. I should remember.
Like, 32 is just.
I don't know, 30.
What was
yeah,
it? What was it,
I feel
Kevin?
like the low 20s is about the point where you're like.
I mean, it was
no, I think
Bash
that's
versus
like,
Tom
that's
Kelly.
like what
Tom won by like
Kelly
25.
did.
Bash beat him for
Well, I'm
one.
thinking
Still,
when you
yeah.
play tight enough, they actually work. You're thinking I just gotta do 2 to 2.
You would know this better than any of us. What was the Kevin Shannon and Joe Olson match play championship differential?
26.
Oh, so yeah, 32 isn't.
I think it was 26 and 27.
What was the Harrison?
6.
Yeah,
That was the Naboo series. Yeah, but like it's
The match was Qui-Gon Communing versus CCT. Joe got the God Hand at the
Trainwreck City is what
Yeah, what he said.
drained me for 5 times.
got him.
Like choo choo.
What are we doing?
Johnny Choo, or his kids Choo Choo. What are you talking about, Dan? All right,
Trainwreck City.
well, I don't think there's any train wrecks involving Johnny Choo. He usually did pretty good.
Okay.
Or how about Admiral Radis turn 1? And we even get more force.
Well, we're gonna get to see it, and we all get up and just leave depending on match turn 1.
If he does,
If he just puts Ray, if he puts
Yeah, you
Ray,
have opening hand barriers, so you're just
the
like
open hand's a sight, and he has Ray, Rose,
Radis.
and Radis,
and flips.
and flips and does
Tom
Ray
Hay-
and Ro together.
Tom Hayes literally did that against Barry when Barry won by like 31 the first game. Like Tom Hayes flipped in the first or second game, and Barry was like, "Oh shit!" like the whole time. But then he pieced together limited resources and then always do their hard and made him lose 6 in one turn. Like Barry just drew like 10 cards at the end of the game.
What did he just do?
Maybe we're just counting his hand.
Mascot's like I only start with 2 cards, so maybe I have more differential in life force.
Yeah, like I'm not sure I even play any of my sites. Like I wouldn't play the other 2 1 site. Why? Like why do it? You know
No,
what I mean?
Matt's totally in. There's no way he's not. I'm just the
Yeah,
way the
I
line.
It looks like he's got a sight in his hand.
He can flip turn 1.
It's on.
He can flip turn 1 if he wants to.
There we go.
He can flip turn 1 if he wants to.
He's got a projection. Is he playing projection?
Doesn't matter. He'll just get
No, I'm
all the
saying
true
like that.
back
It
row.
looks like his card in his
Just
hand.
flip turn 1. He can play Professor.
Oh, he just got he opening hand the 2-0 and an Emperor.
Joe's drawing good, huh?
That's like it. Well, I mean, it's 3 activation.
Should have played the gold rush.
Plus, it means he can search for the Force Lightning.
Is he gonna play damage? Don't try.
So who gets the most blame? Matt, Jeff Levine, Jared, or Greg?
Greg. Hands down.
Greg. All right. Well, I'll let Matt know. It'll make him feel better.
Jared deserves like no blame. He played really well.
Yeah.
Greg. Well,
Jared did have a line that he could have won that game, but he played like his balls off to get to that point. So it's like he missed one thing at the end that would have actually won him the match. We'd be seeing Jared versus Matt right now.
What do you have, Dan?
He had Leia, would draw their fire out. General Leia, and
Oh, he's P59.
if he does P59, he was playing Ren Sizer as bounty. He goes to fights P59, he retrieves 2. Joe loses 1, gets to dig, and then he probably gets enough turn left. He ended up going like the battle planes, and Joe came down and hit him, like, and retrieves himself. So I think he could have put himself in a situation where Joe had no draw their fires going the other way.
Okay, Joe moves over the Shizor and the
He's
Vigo.
by 31. Why didn't he pull Goldenrod?
Oh, 33.
well, I mean, I think
If
so.
he listens to my plan, I have a plan.
Don't worry, you got the
Like,
most
can they let
points
me
of
play
it.
this final?
We're trying to see if it was you, Jeff Levine.
Oh, it's me.
Jared, or Matt.
Easily. It's me.
Yeah, I said that already. I've been trashing you.
I'm sorry. I was just joking.
Now Greg Shaw has joined
Apparently,
us as well.
he tried to blame Jeff Levine though. Poor guy.
Greg, here's my line. Turn 1 Lando, Ray. He open-handed a sight, get Rose, flip turn 1. Seems great. Lando in space, Ray to the ground with Rose.
Yeah.
And like that's actually a chance. You can actually potentially win by a lot if you do that. If Joe's game's bad.
If Joe has nothing.
I don't think his hand was great. I caught a little glimpse of it. I think it was all 4 Lam and like one other character.
Yeah, Emperor.
He had the Emperor and the
goldenrod
2-0
shield.
sight.
Yeah, he needed that goldenrod shield bad.
But if you have to win by 33, you should pull the fucking
Make him
goldenrod
spend the
shield.
force, man.
Yeah, keep his hand 2 cards less, right? Like,
Yeah, but you do it or not, and like all that's well not do it. It doesn't matter. But he actually played wise plays.
No draw card, yeah.
Is he gonna do our plans? Greg? Is he gonna do our plans?
Okay, there's
Oh, well, here's the site. We'll see.
I'll make a 6.
Go into the tank. Do it.
I'm going to the tank.
Oh, there's a quick site.
Justin's just done.
Justin is super excited.
Put the camera
I
on
know,
the
Wait,
I know you
wait.
can't see him right now.
But did you
Can I
want him
play
to
this
play
turn?
right side?
Yes, he plays race. If he puts like 3 pilots on the Falcon and flies up, I swear to God I'm leaving.
Alright, here's the ABR.
Get Rose. Get Rose. Get Rose. Why are you using Leda? What are you doing, bro?
He's gonna
No, he's
He's gotta
putting it
get
back.
Poe. He's gotta get Poe. Watch him get Poe. Who's that?
Finn.
No, that's Rose.
That's Finn.
That's
Is that
Finn.
Finn?
That's Finn.
Finn's fine.
Oh well, Finn was a free react. I can see that if you're about
You can just
to
pit. All right, you can go.
Come on.
If he has Rose in hand, that's amazing. Against your boy, you don't want to
No,
see it
what
happen.
if no,
Oh no!
what happened?
The camera fell.
Feels like I would have been mad. I'd be impressed.
I would be so impressed.
You ate the whole
I think we
wheel
all
of cheese.
would.
I know.
Just do it, man.
Just do it. Now the camera's just on.
Alright.
Okay.
First,
And
Lando?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The commentator camera fell, and when it fell, it turned off the sound.
And then Ray for
Fix the sound?
No, it's plugged back in, but
See if that fixed it.
You can get
One thing got plugged in
Radis.
better. Flip, it's fine.
Radis.
Radis.
yeah, they're timed for 8 minutes. It's an hour and a half.
He's doing it. He's doing it.
Ray.
Get out. He's doing my line. I telepathy you. Fred came in there and was like, don't do that. I need this to happen almost as much as Matt needs it to happen.
I think everybody needs this to happen.
Well, okay, so it would have been me against Matt in the
It
semis
would
if I
knock you
advanced.
out of the Outrider Cup.
I know Joe's gonna watch this later, and I'm still rooting for Joe. But man, there's something
Wait,
about
am
this
I
being
not?
awesome.
The underdog.
Just
That
this
was like
line
40
in
points for
particular.
World.
Yeah, it's like if he wins by
I don't
31,
care. I
it's
don't
just.
care.
But I just love the
I mean,
recognizing you have nothing to lose but the game that you're probably already gonna lose. So you might as well just go all out.
I mean, he's probably just gonna play like 4 lumps like some mister and blow him out.
Right, Greg said he didn't mention the Zekis was with the Thor. He was like, his hand was by his characters. One was Orlov. He didn't mention. He didn't say what shit
Okay, takes the card with Ray. Did not see what he drew there.
Alright, so you fly up, flip. Oh, wait, move Ray. Flip.
And there's a flip.
He did the thing.
He did the
Without
thing.
Rose.
Yeah. That's almost as good
He's
enough,
got
right?
the Finn react. Okay, I like
Yeah.
Does he only have Lando?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm just wondering if he played
Yeah, yeah.
anybody. I'm asking if he played anybody else.
He did.
Now that being said, he could have got Rose instead of Finn
Yeah.
and put Rose with Ray and then
Radis up.
and then Radis up. Probably would've been better.
Also joining us is another top 8 individual, Greg Shaw.
Woo!
Greg, why didn't you battle earlier?
Greg Shaw became a pacifist halfway
Just-
through his game. Is what happened.
Turn 2, pass.
Well, Justin wills things into existence. I guess he just wasn't willing that into
trying,
existence.
bro.
All right,
enough.
every
Every turn, Justin, tell us what Matt needs to do every turn to will listen to
Maybe you
victory.
can hear me.
He's got an earpiece in right now. Justin's
You're pretty loud.
Oh, I mean, we were all pretty loud today, and nobody could hear us earlier.
Joe,
Oh,
Stubbly's watching the feed like behind him, and Matt's just like.
I mean, the crowd would love it. It's just you and Joe
Give him
around
hand
one.
signals and everything.
Oh,
Be more fun
Lord.
with more finals.
I like Greg's deck.
That's a typo.
So he gets to drain.
It is a typo.
He really should have.
What did you really mean to say,
That's
EC Scrapper?
2 less cards.
Yeah.
Can you hear me
Greg,
now?
We can hear you.
Matt a line of how to not lose the first game by 32. Also, he didn't take it.
Yeah, we were watching. I was like,
Hey,
"Hey,
you know what? It's for the drama.
Yeah, I just told.
For
Yeah,
the
I was like,
viewers,
don't
it's all
play
for
the
the
dungeon.
viewers.
Just wait to play the dungeon and put it in the middle.
okay.
But guess what?
I think he really needed to have any chance this game was to have.
The dungeon got played on time.
You know what I was thinking about?
And the
in that
audience,
game
the audience chamber and the dungeon.
was the Coruscant docking bay. Like I had it in hand. Do I play it? Just play it down to the next to the 2-0, and then he can put the 3-0 wherever he wants. Or do I wait until he plays the 3-0 and then put the 1-0 next to it? And then I was like, no, this is stupid. I should just get the activation.
Greg, you played Yoda Communing and
Shadow Collector.
Shadow
Yeah.
Collective.
Stop rooting.
Paul Myers asking.
We're either making fun of Greg or we're willing to make. Oh yeah. That's
Did he typo again?
Well, shit there is fine.
Oh, Bannis T with the draw. No, it's bad because that
Yeah,
means
that's
damage.
that
Really
means
bad.
move
Yeah,
over.
no,
Yeah.
it's damage, but it's
What is that? Failing's fist?
he could go
Yeah.
fight it.
I go fight. Oh.
You have to fight.
Full
I mean,
power
there's
Yeah.
only you have no other option there. If that thing stays in space, he's gonna drain for 2 at the site and get.
And now I guess depending
Yeah,
on.
it's
Drains
drains,
at
it's
2
drains
on
of
the
You
four.
should have got Rose out.
It's
Need
drains
Rose
of 4
to-
right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, we
Yeah.
could. I mean, well, I guess has he pulled Force Lightning yet? Does he know if he's running it? Because if not,
Lost one to the Pang.
like
Lost Ray off the top.
I'm
That's
walking like right now.
power walking.
No, I wouldn't.
He's activating a bunch, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
He lost
10,
right off the
11,
top, yeah.
12,
Yeah.
14. He's activating like 16 this turn.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing with 32, it's not like you can't lose any cards. I mean, like, you can lose some cards.
Mhm.
Yeah, 5.
You can lose like 5 to 6. But like, you have Rose. Like, the other night,
Yeah.
you have Leia. Like,
You
he
have
needs to
ways.
not to play too much.
He needs a ship. If he has a ship in hand this turn, it's live.
Go.
Well, he has Raditz, so if we didn't see him pull
And he
the
activated all his
Corvette.
forces.
We didn't see him pull. Wait, he should have
No.
pulled it before yet.
Does he have the,
Corvette and
the
Poe, that's
Corvette?
like insane
We have
right
no
now.
idea.
Corvette and Poe would be nutty.
Well, that's only 3 ability though.
Well,
Oh, you add
anybody. You put literally
Finn
anybody.
doesn't-
Well, if you have Finn in the Destiny Adder.
I
I
mean, have on good authority he doesn't have the Destiny.
Well, and the Phalanx Fist is like forfeit 12. So I mean.
No, you just want to use him to crack the.
Yeah,
You just crack the 8, get rid of them.
But I mean, Joe's peeling 3 right now. Lost Maul ship. That's one less ship. He can get him off. If he can get him off space,
yeah, that's what.
that's why.
At least kill the pilot or something, so he has to pay to drain.
Right.
I mean, you don't want him draining for 2 on the ground.
Yeah, he'd have to pay to drain.
So how many cards? So
Because
far has
there's
Matt
there'd be
I'm
no
saying-
curse in the turn
No, I'm
system.
saying drain at 2 at the one site, so now it would be a drain at 3. So you get rid of the Phalanx Fist, it's a drain at 2.
Corvette.
13.
You got 13 on the table so far.
But he can theoretically.
I can't tell. I just see the Finn.
Yeah, I agree with Justin there.
He must have looked for a sight.
Side or Corvette?
Did
I
he,
mean,
did
there's
he
no-
do his damage already?
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
no way he didn't pull the Corvette.
Well, he's still good. He didn't retreat. No, he doesn't.
Is that the Corvette?
That was is he playing the Tantive?
No.
I think I
The
saw that.
Profundity.
So you can get the Corvette, play the Corvette with Poe, and like get Poe.
Hey,
He's got
Yeah, Poe pilot.
hey, Kenobi, Star Wars CCG. You need to tell Dan to be nicer to me. He went on a tirade yesterday, like literally blacked out over a Y4 ops
Alright, so getting
discussion.
the Corvette.
I'm the one that was like, the victim
I think
here.
that is the Profundity. I think that is.
That's the
Um,
profundity.
Yeah, that's the AI
Get
Profundity,
out.
and that's Holdo.
Get out. Now it feels like oh.
Oh,
No, it's still not
Holdo and Poe and
Holdo.
That's Holdo.
this is good.
That's a whiteboard Holdo. Oh god. I don't think I've
Holdo
ever.
on the Corvette.
I don't think I've ever seen
Listen,
Desai.
I
This is
initiated
not
no.
gonna win, it's just
I
wild.
initiated no battles, so Matt Scott can initiate the battles.
I
after
think
me.
he's got barrier Holdo.
Oh shit. Oh no.
Oh, nuts.
Grab it.
What happened? The barrier?
Yeah.
Uh,
5. Is that Anakin?
that's Anakin.
Okay, and now.
Who got buried? He
Uh,
buried the
he
ship.
buried
He didn't bury the ship. Yeah, that buried the ship.
No,
No, he buried Holdo. He pointed at Holdo.
Oh.
If he has Poe, that's insane.
Why would
Yeah,
he?
he's got enough for Poe.
Yeah, he buried the ship.
Oh, BB-8.
That's not really.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's kind of
If you
okay
don't have-
now.
If you don't have
Yeah.
Poe, then I'm fine with BB-8.
Yeah.
You just don't
Because
fight right now.
If
right?
there's nothing to do, then yeah. I mean, the Phalanx just can't run.
I feel as though I
Like,
tried.
if
Oh, no,
Captain
no.
over there.
That's Leia's ship.
Yeah, he
Oh.
at least he.
That's how he got the Holdo.
Well, that's not profundity.
That's good. That's good.
Leadership's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably what he did. Is actually he passed the response to the ship. He gets to respond by pulling a character, and then he responds with a barrier on the ship.
On the ship. So he said, after you pull Holdo, I buried the ship.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I mean, that's still pretty good though. That's that's one.
Yeah,
He's
missing.
still about
he-
to get drained for 3 and a ping damage out.
He's gonna kick him out of space though. He needs. He needs.
needs
Rose.
Rose.
He's not draining for 3. He's draining for 2.
No, if
No,
even
3,
once. Well,
because
he'll
the
reduce
Phalanx
to 1.
Fist
It
is gonna-
reduces to 1.
Reduce
So
it to 1.
Oh,
one
yeah.
line, and then he shadows pings for 1.
So he loses 3. He needs Rosen and Leia.
Yeah.
He needs to start. Like it's okay to lose. a
Okay,
couple
that's
cards.
fine to lose. Up late, he's got Rebel Princess Leia in his hand.
Oh, there's no
That's
one.
actually really good.
Yeah, that looks like it's 3PO.
Yeah, she blocks strings from space.
Yep.
So then you're not
Yeah.
retrieving. But
Wait,
well, I
you
guess she
played 3PO?
retrieves. And you can power. You can
Huh?
persona
No,
like
he
later.
lost it.
He just lost 3.
That's fine. There's cards with 3.
Yeah, I mean he's not setting up War Doom to this game.
Right
Yeah.
now, no. He
It's hard
does
to win
have
by
Rose
33
in his deck
percent.
as well
he
as
can win the
General
game,
Leia.
but he will lose the match.
Matt's also.
Oh,
black.
Zuck is against Lando.
Oh no,
He's got
John,
Defender,
he's just drawn too
He can
well.
he can Poe for 3.
he's got, yeah, he's got
But you're the
he's got
best
enough to
and the
he's got
misfire?
enough to.
And he
react
has a
with Finn.
4-lom in
He
his
has
hand.
yeah, he had 4 llama in his hand.
Yeah. this-
it might be. If he reacts with Finn and subtracts, it's not that bad.
He
Well, Joe just
shadows.
cancel it because Joe's had everything he needed.
Yeah, like barrel,
Mhm.
like oh, he has 2 kick combos and stuff.
And 2 cents.
Yeah.
4 llama. He has to Poe and keep something up.
No, he's got General Leia as well as Rose, so he can retrieve
is
some of
out?
those. No, I'm saying she's not up there, but she's in the deck.
He needed to.
Well, he's probably gonna go Leia to the ship.
Wait,
So
of
he's
course.
gonna react with Finn. It's gonna get canceled, and he's gonna handshake.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. We were excited for a little bit.
Yeah. When we thought it was a profanity, Justin almost lost his mind.
I didn't lose my mind. I was excited.
I said almost.
Oh,
He's already drawn a 2. He didn't react.
It's a 6 and a.
He drew a 6 and a 5.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Now the handshake. Matt just
Well, I mean-
didn't. Matt didn't feel like playing.
Just now, it's
Finn.
I mean, he gave it. At least he gave it a shot.
Was he coming down with the Corvette?
No, this is like the game's over. Now the game's over.
Wait, he's not. Is oh yeah, you have 2 Jakkus.
No, that's too bad.
He stays.
Yeah, it's 2
Well,
Balrogers.
actually,
Yeah.
so funny thing, Joe right here could shuttle down
Yeah,
Hannah's
and then
Keeg
flip him
and
back.
flip him back and then shuttle him up. Or shuttle up like something else like the Vigo. Which would be a solid play.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't tell Joe. Give Joe hope.
I want
ideas.
little sides here. I'm cheering when you take the right play that the board presents and your cards present. Like it's fun to see when you're down. Like it's fun to see people like doing it right, like giving themselves a chance to win.
Oh, I know.
And I still absolutely want Joe to win.
You sure?
But I want Mascot to play
when
well.
Justin was excited, you were excited.
I know. I was like, this is happening. Like, this is amazing.
You were.
Joe's gonna watch the replay and be like, "What the hell is wrong with
I
Phil?"
get why Justin's like rooting against me.
Phil, he's
Greg,
like,
you
just,
handed him this trophy.
Oh,
How does it feel?
here's the Corvette.
huh?
Thanks, Justin. How does it feel? You handed him the trophy.
I could have had Matt play the blow parry. It was on the table for that last slot.
Watch the game.
We all had
You've
a
never
part
seen
in
the
it.
worst game played in Star Wars.
Oh, wow.
Justin with a hot take.
Wow.
That'll make Matt feel better later.
I think he's talking about Shaw.
No, he's talking
He
about
was,
Mike.
he was talking
Sorry.
about
Okay.
Shaw.
Wow, Matt's doing
Oh, Greg Shaw. Yeah, that's less of a hot take.
Next OCS.
I mean, what could Matt have done with what was happening these
Next
days?
OCS, I'm
Matt's
calling
played
out
like a
Justin.
monster.
the first game. Definitely could have played.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is good.
I'm calling out Justin next OCS.
There you
You
go.
heard it here first.
I'll look forward to it.
Well, Justin was
It'd be so funny if
Justin was
instead of
gonna
everybody's
challenge
picking
Joe.
the weakest player, it's like everybody's just like, oh
Yeah,
yeah, I'm Greg. I
just
picked
go
his
out.
side. Ashton's like, give me Joe Olson round one.
Justin said he was just gonna pick Joe. Now he's
I
picking
think
you.
Bash is taking Timo on this year.
Is he?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
I guess
Timo will probably try and play that Watto deck, and it's just fucking garbage.
No, it's
like time.
the only reason Bastion wants to Timo is because there's the same time zone.
I mean, he's gonna have to play one of us that's in the U.S. sometime.
Are you going the other way? One of us is gonna have to play Bastion sometime. But one of us, I don't mean me because I'm not in the OCS.
Why not?
Because I do not have the time to get in regular games in the evening.
Phil has a family life. He does homework with the kids. He makes dinner.
Alright, there's Corvette.
More breakfast than dinner.
Is that are we gonna
Is he
get?
gonna kick him out of
I do
space?
grocery shopping though.
No, it's probably just gonna be a barrier here in a second.
Yeah, like Zuckus and 4.
What's he paying
What's
4
4?
for? What the?
Jin or
What
something.
is that?
That's Jin to the to the drain
What is going on here?
He's just trying to do damage and block drains.
Hey, Bastion, I know you're in the
Corvette
chat right now.
Just blocks a
Uh,
drain.
Where is
Should have been
Poe?
Sort of.
Leia to the ship.
Where is Poe?
Yeah.
If-
Bastion, don't take Timo. We got to set up Timo versus Joker King in the first round.
hey, I
There's
need
Poe.
Joker King to do good. That guy's giving me his foil slips.
There's Solo.
All right, where's Poe?
Poe would still be drawing. Isn't it? The Corvette's only a 1, so even with Poe,
Yeah, you
it
need
doesn't
more.
They're
matter.
both.
Yeah,
they're
they're
both.
both-
Poe's only
Those
a 2,
are
man.
2. Solo's a 3, so yeah, it would be 6.
5 Radis.
Radis is a 3. Yeah. Yeah.
Six 5 on the.
Matt's about to battle. Battling into Zuckus and Miss Hunter. Just blacked out. He blacked out.
Oh no, he's battling with a fist.
You can't pay 1 to battle. There you go.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah, it's
I don't know. We might actually see this though in the OCS.
You know what? At the things I've seen.
What's the hyperspeed on the layer ship?
Leia ship? I think it's a 4.
If it's a 4 fighting, if you can clear it and move over, is not the worst thing.
Well, I mean, it's a drain of 2 if he actually clears it. Like, keep that.
But then you can have
3.
It's 3.
Well, that's not gonna happen.
No, does Holdo add 1 to hyperspeed? Yes, she does. Right?
Right. No, she doesn't.
We're reaching now. We're just like,
Someone has one hyperspeed.
Anakin has one hyperspeed, right? That was a joke.
Anakin has one type of
Two
speed.
to power.
No.
Yeah. I mean, she could place you out of play. That'd be a power move.
Right now.
Yes.
And Joe just looks at him with a quizzical.
Alright,
He's
so
like,
leadership's
I
to
also
add
like
this,
to
and
live
then that's
dangerously.
the right-
Joe grabs it.
What did he play?
Leadership to add, I imagine. So we can clear them.
Yeah.
Watch him draw like 1-1.
The question is, does Matt even have 35 cards left?
And
It could be worse.
4.
That's,
So,
is that
5.
7?
it's 9.
No, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Anakin.
5 and
yeah,
5,
4,
so
5.
10.
Yeah, Anakin.
Eric Hunter also thought Leia's Rebel Transport was a Rebel capital.
So does Leia's transport have any? No, Holdo's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now you gotta fly Radis up, but I don't even know how this works up here.
You don't. You still don't have Rose.
Still don't know
Or-
what it was. The Jin was really weird.
There's
Yeah.
a drain of what?
No,
4
he's,
there?
he's trying to burn through damage.
No,
Yeah, but it should just be Leia on the ship.
Yeah. It's better if you
Oh
don't want to burn
yeah,
through
you
damage.
need
You
that
wanna,
way on the ship.
you're down 32.
We
man, not
cancel
up
those
32.
drains.
You want to
I mean, it's drain of 1
I mean,
of 1
you should
now.
have 32, and yeah, like
Yeah, but it's
with this
cards
line of
back.
play, I don't see a way
Yeah.
He just
he
needs
couldn't
cards
have played Leia on the ship, done that battle, and also got
Seconds can turn Coruscant V into a battleground.
Mattis there.
Yeah,
Forlom's an agent, right?
You just do it instead of Jin.
Forlom
Yeah,
counts.
Forlom's
Instead of
yeah,
Dragon
yeah.
3, he can
Yeah.
just retrieve 2.
What are these people?
Forlom's an agent.
Is he? Maybe he's holding Leia because he feels like he's gonna need to retrieve, but he could just Persona replace after canceling 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what it drained it 2 now. Oh no, it's not. It's
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
fits
is
That's still damage though. It would no.
drain one,
runs
drain
out.
one, ping one, right here.
I wonder how many he has left.
Not 32. He's lost 5 or 6 cards and has like a shitload of cards on the table.
He's got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 cards on the table. The Falcon's out of play, so 18. Plus whatever's in the lost pile,
Plus,
which is
like,
at least like 6
or
cards.
7.
It's like right at the
Oh, and the Rebel Leadership staff.
Joe's about to ping damage.
Yeah.
So
So he's looking at about. I think
Yeah,
he's got
and
what?
he's got like 7 in.
his
Oh, he's
hand.
got a large hand, like 8
He
cards.
does.
Yeah, there's no way he's got more than 28 in there.
I was thinking like 30.
What do you mean 28?
30.
He needs 32.
No, that's what I'm saying is he doesn't have 32
It's a hit,
already.
it's cool.
It's a hit cancel. That's good.
He's got to go like, oh, maybe he's setting up. This would be wild if he's setting up, kill the Emperor, and lock out the Emperor from getting deployed because of this like.
Locking him out with what?
You just
Yeah.
occupy
Well,
all
no,
the sides.
If he has
Oh,
Finn in
one
his
of the
speeder, I
vehicles.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's kept Finn in his
I mean,
hand.
at some point he's Aegis Lexon is going to have characters and be able to do stuff.
I don't know why he didn't play.
Oh.
Why didn't he? Oh,
I was gonna
I
say I
guess
see
he would've
Amara
lost the
Jade
Falcon.
in hand.
Yeah.
24 life for Matt.
maybe Joe forgot to declare his guys with without observing. He blacked out. He declared Prince
Greg shot
Diesel
it.
and Vigo.
Greg shot.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Greg shot.
It's not going to stick as a verb.
Greg's like, I've had enough to drink right now. I'm desensitized.
I gave Greg like a pep talk, and then he was like, "That sounds good." And then he went to Fred. I was like, "What should I do, Fred?"
No,
Got
Fred.
the- got
I
the
left,
red
I
line.
left Fred on red. Red was like, "What are we doing
Oh,
for
and it's
next?" And I was like,
P59.
"I'm
Oh,
going to sleep."
P59
is
first
you-
gen.
That was like
You
2 in the
screwed me,
morning.
No.
man.
It was like 2 in the morning.
He's also
That-
has. He
you're
also
the
has
reason
Amara
because not
Jade
only
with
did you
lightsaber
screw
in his hand,
Matt,
too.
you,
What do you mean that I screwed Matt for
So
that?
you
You
just
said
drop
almost
her
like
and
talk-
just do a
you
press
guys
on the
left.
ball.
yeah, but you said you were
target
messaging
with
me and see
P59
what
hit,
tell me what
and then
was
you do
discussed.
Amara
You
Jade.
know,
that
Because
Fed
we
Bounty
didn't
Hunter?
make any
That is
decisions.
Fat Bounty Hunter.
I went to bed and everything was up in the air.
Now,
It's like
So,
5-4s.
did you-
I didn't decide until like 8:30
Joe to
this
climb
morning.
bar.
Justin, what if Greg just stands up and
Okay,
rips off his
yeah,
shirt, just says
can't be.
Team 5 on it? And we're just like,
Just, like,
Greg shot his
conceded.
heel turn on everybody.
Huh?
I thought we were going to tell him about that.
That's a disgusting thought, Brian.
Oh, now Chris Schoenthal's over here in
If
the.
he had played Rose turn 1
Married in my
instead of
Well, I was going to say this is the commentator lounge.
Yeah.
he would have
I
had,
like
he would have
the
had the
full
leadership to limit,
Yeah.
and he would have had Radis, and he would have.
I say we just take this with us to every event
Like
from
the
now on.
like the one time
So much
he could have
complication.
actually been, he didn't
Yeah, I
even fit
know.
into that battle.
Yeah, he should have. He never should have gotten anything. He maybe could have actually done something he didn't get.
They're tracking us.
Oh.
Next turn he needs to like battle with General Leia and retrieve some force.
This guy thinks we need a good rivalry. We already have one. Justin Desai and Greg Shaw. Just formed like 5 hours ago.
We've always had a weird.
Well, I was going to say, like, no, the friendship forms.
Frenemies, is that the word we're looking for?
6 hours ago,
Frenemies,
and then
but like
the enemy, the rivalry formed 5 hours
like
ago.
an occasional
after
team up
Greg lost to
relationship.
Joe.
The rivalry is Justin Desai
Unlikely
against
allies.
six guys in the
Yeah,
bar.
yeah. Like every 100 episodes, there's an unlikely
I
allies
should have
team.
just like went back and be like, listen, let's do this. Not those Texans.
If I throw down $10, we fight, and whoever wins gets the $10.
That's where it all went wrong. If we had fought the Texans, I would be in the finals right now with Matt Scott.
If you and
I would have looked at Joe, like look across the table at Joe, and his face would have just turned into one of the Texans, like right before my eyes. I was like, I need to fight this guy, and I would have battled him. But
you and MHT had the most apprehensive looks on your face. It almost happened.
You guys
Charlie
are like,
was
wait,
in.
Justin might do this. Charlie's like, that's fucking YOLO.
The funniest part is, I thought MHT said it, and I was like, okay, if MHT and Greg Shaw are going to fight.
That would have been great. It would have been like a brawl from like Star Trek. Just, like, all the guys
Would they be playing the wizard fighting music? Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so back to the game.
We needed
T-59 killed Jin.
If Harpster was there, it would have been game on.
Yes.
Did he shoot her too?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I don't think he hit her. I don't think he missed.
He gets to take a card.
Matt's now trying to play to see if the blow parry would have mattered.
Matt's now like, I'm just gonna play and hope. Kind of.
He's not on the edge. He grabbed
He can add another pilot. Does he have another ability through pilot to go with Holdo?
She's gone.
Yeah.
Anakin. Oh, Anakin. Oh, yeah, Anakin's fine. Yeah.
Anakin was there.
Yep,
Holdo
he's
was gone.
Holdo was gone. Anakin's there. He's fine.
What, just take him out of space?
She's just going right to the
Like, think about this. If Rose was out just 3 or 4 more cards.
Is that another Jin?
What
He
happened?
knows.
Unitied
Jen
Jin.
and just put her back in the 2-0.
Who's up there?
There's the ship. Is that the oh no, it's a pilot.
Is that General?
Is that Leia?
No,
Chewie?
Or
It's Chewie. It's
It's
only
Chewie. Yeah, because it's got 2 icons.
Shooting the Emperor in the face.
Oh, here goes somebody else.
Track your Emperor.
Solo. Oh, there's
There
Leia.
she is now.
Did that before.
Yeah. Doesn't make sense.
Joe actually does have to.
Yeah, but only
Matt's
the
slow
Emperor.
rolling to make sure he has too many cards to drop. And then he'll get Rose like 7 after he has like 8
If
cards.
he got
in
Rose
pile.
on turn 1, he would have been at 20 in the high 20s now instead of like 24.
Yeah,
Wait,
with like
you
a Walkling chance to get back.
Why did you not battle?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Give Joe a chance to
Well,
put more dudes on.
he's only going to draw 1 Destiny there right now. And so if he battles, he either loses Leia or he loses Chewie. And if he loses Chewie and Zuckuss doesn't die, he now gets a total
Does he
battle
have
of
more
0.
than Forlom on there?
So it's the rebeat. Yeah, he has a rando alien. I think it's Cat Bane.
Joda cast?
I think it's Cat Bane.
If
Yeah, okay,
Joe had just randomly lost
Cat Bane.
Zuckuss and Miss Hunter like off the top on like turn 2 instead of Maul's Sith Infiltrator, this game would be.
He had Zuckuss and Miss Hunter's
Potentially.
hand though.
Man,
No, I know
that's a
that.
young Greg Shaw.
But he
right
opened
there.
it in Zuckuss and Forlom. Like,
Good lord.
If
What the fuck are those people?
Is this TMW?
When is
Yeah.
this? Is that one of those?
7 years ago?
When,
It looks like
when
one
he
of-
turned 40.
I was probably playing somebody like playing James Barnes.
Oh wait, that was Scott's birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that might be
somebody posted something about you
oh,
guys.
there
are
it is.
Joe Olson is the world champion.
And it brought me back to
Bring him in.
TMW then. Nah. Congrats, Joe.
Well, I've never seen Phil move that fast in my entire life. Oh.
So Joe wins again. That's 4 majors in a row for Joe. That's 2 world champions in a row. I really don't know what else to say about Joe at this point. He's the man can't be stopped. Like it. At this point, I don't know what to say about Joe. Played really well this weekend. Yeah, congrats to Matt Scott. You played extremely well yourself. Just unfortunate that with that first game you had an insurmountable mountain to essentially overcome on the second game, being down by 32. So once they're done celebrating out there, we'll get Joe. Grab Joe. Interview.
Just talking to Brandon right now.
So he's currently talking to Brandon Beatty, and then we're going to get a quick interview with Joe, our two-time world champion. Oh, there he is. So, all right, no, you don't even need those. Camera.
Great.
So I feel like we've done this before. I feel like we've done this to like the last 4 times.
A few times, yeah. Some have been online though.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm getting tired of sitting across from you like this.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking, man. Congrats.
Thank you.
Two-time world champ, repeat champ. How does it feel?
Pretty great. It's Star Wars is by far the hardest game I have ever played, and but I love it, and it's fun to feel like I am playing at a top level, that I'm performing reasonably well. I made some mistakes today. Luckily, they did not cost me any matches, but it's a great game, and I had all great opponents. There was 0 issues that I had throughout the weekend with anybody. Like it's just a lot of fun.
So here's my next question. Are we going to get a video tournament report?
Yeah. I will do a video tournament report. It'll mostly just
I love
be
that
me.
red beard.
Yeah, it'll mostly be me rambling, because there's no replay since it was in person.
Oh no! You can go back and like see all the stuff.
I was streamed on
you
quite a few of them.
You were streamed on 3 of the matches, or 1 yesterday.
Yeah.
Your 8th round match to get into the top 8 as the 8th seed.
And then 2 of my 3 matches.
And
today
your first shot
supporting-
against Greg, and then the finals against Matt.
Yeah. That
So-
Greg Black Sun game was a fun game. My Black Sun versus his Kenobi, his Yoda Muning, was a fun game.
Yeah. It seemed like it was a really...
It was super tight. Well, and even it was super tight, and then I did the Ellis, and then he canceled it, and I no escaped and Ellis again, and it
I
was just
think
like
that was probably
fun
the
game.
play of that match.
Yeah, and then against
Give me some reactions.
and my next opponent against JNAP, we were both at tied 19 hand in life, and he had won by 11. But luckily, I was just like all over the board, like super wide. And locked him out with U3PO and a bunch of damage. And
Like I know Undercover Spies played a huge role in that game.
a lot of games this weekend. Yeah, a lot of Undercover Spies, a lot of disarms right now. But yeah. it all-
So you played Qui-Gon Community twice,
Mhm.
yesterday and today. You played. This deal is getting worse all the time.
Yesterday,
and then today you played Black Sun. What made you change from this deal to Black Sun today?
Deal was kind of a throwaway deck yesterday because I didn't really like any. I was debating between Deal, Map, and Brigham, and they were all very equal to me. They were all like on our team. Me and Phil ran Deal, Cal and Hayes ran Brigham, and Lee ran Map. And so we were all just like, they're all good. They're all like, and Take It a Watt, I figured a lot of people were taking hate out, and I figured that it's very straightforward to play. It's pretty easy, and I wouldn't have to like think and grind. And I thought it matched up well against Quimunning. And yeah, I don't know. But then today, it went 3-1 yesterday, but it got crushed by JNAP's Prophet yesterday because I didn't have Decree V, so he was just doing 4 from his Prophet objective. And I was like, I could add that in, but it'd still be a really tight game. I wanted to play. I like grinding day 2 or day 3, whatever, this final day, because that's where a lot of skill comes in. I like doing Tigadawatt and being like, I don't really have to think a lot for that on the first day, but today I want to think, I want to outplay people, I want to give myself the chance to like make good plays, and Black Sun definitely is the deck for that.
Yeah, and so with the meta like being right now, there was a lot of Y4 ops yesterday. There was a lot of communing.
Yeah.
What were you thinking about? Where did you putting people on Y4 ops today? Is that one of the reasons why you played?
Oh
Aegis,
yeah,
or?
right. So there was 4 Y4 ops and an EDO, and I thought most people would switch, and I don't think there was any Y4 ops today.
There was Barry.
Oh, there was one?
Barry beat Tom Haid with Y4 ops in the
Nice.
first round.
Nice. Okay. So I guess there was one, but it went from 4 Wi-Fi and an EBO, 5 of the top 8 to space decks to 1. And so I figured people would switch, but if not, Black Sun has a good matchup against them. And then I have 3 disarms in the build right now for commuting, and so it was. And then so it was just a flexible meta call. I like Black Sun as it is sort of a high skill, low floor. You have to be able to play it well, because if you just pick it up and try and play it, you can get crushed with it. But someone like JNAP, I mean, he plays it amazing, and it has a very high ceiling, and so I like that potential for match play.
Okay, so now that you have won the Worlds twice, what's next? I mean, you're in the Hall of Fame. You made the Hall of Fame this weekend. You won your second World Champion this weekend. You won the NPC. You won Player of the Year twice, I believe.
Three times.
3 times.
And 2 in a row, and this will be the 3rd in a row. So this year, which I've now locked up with points.
I know you played. You won nationals.
Yep.
The only thing you haven't won is the Inter Grand Prix.
I know, all right? It's in Seattle,
It's
and
in
I've
Seattle,
never won that
and you
one.
have not won it yet. So, you think you're going to be able to defend your title next year?
I don't know. Indoor, tournament schedule's up in the air. What I've heard is their NPCs announced in January.
Yes.
Rumor is like a Minnesota spring event and Seattle July event. So so there's a couple events before that. But as far as your question of like what's next, OCS top 16, that's going to be fun. Two online events, because there's nothing till the NPC in January. But OCS top 16, so we'll get to see a lot of top players playing. I'm sure all of those will be commentated. I'll do commentary if there's not other people available. And then Outrider Cup, U.S. versus Europe, is coming up, and the top. London Sean says he hasn't won Euros. Actually, in 2009, Nico Credell and I split the first place, and we agreed. I think he got more cash or something, and I took the trophy. So I actually, whether you call it tied for first or whatever, I have won Euros. I've got the it's like a big cup. It's different from all our glass ones. That's interesting. So Euros 2009, I was on a backpacking through Europe trip one summer and showed up to Euros, and so got that one.
So
but yeah, Outrider Cup's next. Top Europeans versus top Americans. It's gonna be fun. I think the standings might change a little based on this weekend, because JNAP performed really well. So
you're the captain. So do we have access to the standings for those or no?
I think it's going to change based on this weekend. Maybe.
Who are you looking at as a team for?
Not on it. So right now it's me, Desai, Paul Myers, Hayes Hunter, and then Greg Shaw is I think in 5th, but JNAP could pass him because he got 3-4 and Greg got in the 8th, but I think he's going to be a point or 2 short. So it's either Greg Shaw or JNAP, and then the pick. I mean, I might just pick one of them. They're both playing phenomenally. JNAP lost to me today in the top 4, but he also got second to me at the NPC. So like he's top 4 in
the top 8 at
events.
Worlds last year.
Yep. I mean,
maybe with Robbie.
Robbie
made the top 8 today with WAP.
But
how many people would say that?
It's hard to pick Robbie over JNAP or Shaw if one of them bumps out the other one, and one of them's not in. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at
Barry's
who else.
also playing well with that. Tom Haid made top 8. Him coming back.
Does Haid play much online? I feel like I don't see
He's
him a
actually
ton.
gotten back into playing online recently. But yeah, I don't think you can go with anybody really wrong with the captain's pick. Essentially, the team sounds like it's really good right now with Justin Desai, Paul Myers, Hayes Hunter, and
the fun thing about it is like there's no stakes. Like there's we for winning last year, Team USA got some hoodies, some sweatshirts, which like Greg and I were wearing yesterday, and it was great being like, hey, nice shirt.
Worfs was on it last year too.
Yeah. Worfs has one. Like so. That's the prize. It was like some hoodies. Like it's not. There's no. A little prestige, whatever, but bragging rights. But like it's not but the cool thing is like it's just for fun. It's like let's just do a top versus top people and like just watch. You know, like I want to see Desai play Bastion, or like I want to see.
I want to see Joe
Kieran.
versus. I want to see Joe versus Bastion as the only 2-time repeat champions. A battle of the repeats.
Yeah, you know, Bastion and I are pretty good matched. I feel like.
Oh, you hear that, Bastion? Just as you're pretty even.
I think no, I was gonna say I think Bastion has the edge, but I don't feel like a huge dog. But the last time we did play in Match Play Worlds, actually I think we played Match Play in the Outrider Cup and he crushed me. So, but the time before that at Worlds 2019 was the top 4 and he beat me and he went on to win. So I mean, Bastion, he definitely has an edge over me, but you know, he's the favorite, but I'm catching up.
So how are you gonna celebrate this victory?
I gotta get food, man. All I've had today is like a half an apple and one of those like little smoothie drink things from CVS. So yeah, I'm going to get dinner.
And after dinner, come back, play some Avalon, hang out.
Yeah, games all night, and then leaving for the airport. My flight's at like 6:30, and it's in Dulles, not Reagan, close by. So I got an Uber. So I'm leaving the hotel at like 3:30. So I'm not even sleeping tonight.
I was gonna say, check out
just games. Yeah,
games, drink, party, and have yourself a good old time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, again, congratulations on the victory, man.
Thank you.
It has been a pleasure as always. We're going to get you on. Hopefully, we'll get you on Hollow Theater this Wednesday. So make sure you tune into that, everybody. Again, I am the Untitled. This is Joe Olson, your 2-time defending champion for Worlds. Let's see if we can do it next year. Go for the 3-peat. Until then, until this Wednesday, we'll be signing off tonight. And take care. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves this weekend. We all did here. And yeah, I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good one.